Welcome back to Sunrise Edible. Well, just quickly getting across to our correspondent in Port Harcourt, Emmanuel Ere, who joins us this morning. Morning, Emmanuel. Could you tell us what exactly is going on about this PDP convention today?
Good morning, Chamberlain. You could call it some air of uncertainty hovering above the PDP convention that is supposed to hold today at the Shark Stadium in Port Harcourt. We understand that as early as 4 a.m. The place had been cordoned off by security operatives. It was like a story that was not confirmed until we saw it ourselves. I put the call across to the Commissioner of Police, CP Francis Odesonya, to get clarification as to what was happening, the security operatives' presence there. And he told me that they are simply obeying court orders. And I really wanted to know which of the court orders, which he was silent about, but he said they are obeying court orders. But we understand that two courts are presently in this circle of some form of confusion. The High Court in Abuja, Justice Okonabang, and who gave a judgment, not a judgment, gave an injunction that the convention should not hold. And there was a court also in Port Harcourt, the High Court, led by Justice Ibrahim Watifa, who said that there was nothing wrong and that the convention should go on, and also gave an order that the security operatives, the Inspector General of Police, the DSS, and INEC, to also monitor the event. So everyone is waiting and watching to see what would happen in the coming hours.
All right, we will also keep tabs on this particular development, and Emmanuel will also come back to you in the course of the program here today to give us more updates on what is going on. But in the meantime, thank you for talking to us, Emmanuel.
Thank you.
Well, so there you go, developments going on in Port Harcourt, but we'll still have the DCP, Donald Awona, the FOSS PRO. He's in Abuja, but maybe we should just put this in, Mark. I mean, you did say, okay, Mark, I'd like to find out from the DCP. Our correspondent just tells us that at about 4 a.m., that was when the police moved in. And you say that the police has received that court order. But as of yesterday, INEC had not received it, but the police says they've received the court order. But then, what would you say to those who are of the opinion that, look, the police, they're not sure you've received this court order, you heard it over the media, and then you moved in?
I don't think that is. You see, Chamberlain, I want to liken politics to a game of football. If two opposing teams can reconcile, what do the referee do? He comes to the midfield and temporarily suspend the football match. It is a statement of fact that there are two conflicting court orders, and you know the game of politics in our own climate. They could result to violence. To prevent that, the police has to move into the venue. Once they can resolve their differences, we were ready to give them security for the convention.
But if I could jump in,
there are two conflicting orders.
Pardon me to jump in again.
And as an institution built on laws, as an institution built on laws, we must ensure the rule of law.
Okay, well, we'll get that. But if you say that you don't want them to clash, but there are two groups here. One is in Port Harcourt, and they're all in unity as to what they want to do. And then the other is in Abuja. Are you suggesting that you have information that those in Abuja are moving to Port Harcourt to go and clash with the ones who are holding the convention in Port Harcourt?
You see, it's not the issue of having information or movement of people to clash, but in anything about law enforcement, you have to be proactive. You have to be proactive. You must prevent things before they occur, because prevention is better than cure, what they say. So you have to be proactive. And in the modern day policing, you have to be very proactive in your methodology.
This is definitely a new dawn in the Nigeria police force, as it was saying, proactivity.
Yes.
Because it's very, some people say it's suspect, this proactive measure of the police, because they say that if this verdict was given just yesterday, how soon or how quickly is it that the police gets the court orders emanating from those judgments?
You see, police is not responsible for the serving of process. If in this respect they fast-tracked the serving of process, once you receive a court order, what do? You don't say, well, why are you very fast? You act. And so
you can confirm to us very categorically that the police did in fact receive court orders from both Abuja and Port Harcourt?
Of course, I will confirm that.
Do you have an idea of what time they did?
And you see, I'm in the public relations department. You have the legal department, and I'm sure, and I've confirmed they've received court order on that respect. It's a process. It's a process. We don't hold the process. It's a process. And of course, you are talking about court order. I don't think, Mukwe, you have been serving any court order. You are talking about court order.
The reason why we have to ask those questions, first of all, is because we've seen over time how sometimes, the police action can be very slow. They'll say we're yet to receive any orders, or, we're not quite sure of which court to obey, and so let the process go on, and then we protect the people that are there and ensure that they're able to do their convention in safety, pending when it is they're able to resolve certain things. But the action of the police right now seems to tend towards one area, which raises very big questions of neutrality.
No. We're very neutral. If you recall, recently they had a problem in the secretariat. Two factions were coming to the secretariat. Today the secretariat is like a desert. Nobody's staying there. So this is issue that have been evolving over and over. So you have to learn from your past mistakes and lessons. They were in the secretariat trying to ownership of the secretariat. The same thing is happening. I think over the newspapers, all over in the politics, in this issue, the issue of conventions has been on. And the police in Port Harcourt, very ready, mobilized, to ensure that the conventions go on free.
In that instance, it is clear-cut that perhaps there could be some clash if two people are trying to struggle over something. But in this instance, one party has gone to court to try and stop the convention from holding. The other party has also gone to court to ensure that the convention holds. These two people, or these two parties, are in two different locations. As my colleague did ask, do you have any information that they could be moving down to Port Harcourt?
You see, in conflict resolution, when there is a conflict of two warring parties, what do? You return to the status quo. This is a simple principle. And if you want to, as a police officer, in the modern policing, you have to be proactive. You don't wait for certain things to occur, because you cannot measure the level of damage that could cause to the polity, the level of damage you cause to social production. What I mean by social production, the movement of people and lives and property. So you have to be proactive. And the IG is trying to be proactive.
No,
the police is trying to be proactive.
We'll bring up
and I'm very sure that the life and property of people is more important than trying to pretend.
Of course, at every point in time. And, we hope that this proactivity of the police will not only be seen in political matters.
No. You see, it's not an issue of it. You see, in all aspects of policing, you have to be proactive, especially law enforcement, especially crime prevention, especially crowd control. You have to be proactive. If you are not proactive, you could be overwhelmed. And politics is something that's so sensitive to people. So you have to be very careful how you handle it.
Okay, so let's talk about, something else that broke just about 2 days ago. Boko Haram released another video of the missing Chibok girls. Do you have any external information aside, or are you also working with the military in respect of analyzing the video?
Of course, there's interagency collaboration. We're all working towards the national goal. We're ensure that Nigeria is safer and secured. We're all working towards that Nigeria is a place of peace, a place of tranquility. The video is going through some forensic analysis. And if you look at the video very carefully, just in a surface value, you see that there's a kind of simulation if you are a technical, there is a kind of simulation in that video, but the police will come out with a full remarks or comment on that. We are studying it.